The definition of parallel is that the lines will never intersect. Now, if you look at those two lines and their slope or their slant, they're slanted the same. So if the slant is the same, that must only mean that the slopes are equal. So if I want to find a line parallel to y equals 3x plus 2, I know my new line is going to also have a slope of 3. I just don't know its anchor or where it's going to start or its y-intercept. We'll find that by plugging in a solution to this new line, because if my line is parallel passing through the point 1, 2, it is a solution to my line. Plugging in 1 for x and 2 for y. Solving then for b by moving the 3 to the other side. B is equal to -1. So my new line that's supposed to be parallel to my first line is 3x minus 1. Let's graph each of these. Graphing my first one in red. Y-intercept was 2. Slope is 3. If you recall, I need a rise and a run. So I'm going to rise 3, run 1. There is my first line. Now the line that's supposed to be parallel to this has a y-intercept of -1 and a slope of 3. So I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3 and run 1. Sketching this, my two lines are parallel, never intersecting. We must also double check here, is 1, 2 a solution to my new line? In other words, if I was to go over 1 up 2, is that a solution or lying on the line? Yes, it is. Perpendicular means the lines are going to meet at a 90-degree angle. In other words, a right angle. And to find the slope for this, well, perpendicular, these two lines are totally opposite. So opposite of positive is negative, and opposite of a fraction is to flip it or find the reciprocal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the opposite sign of the slope and flip or take the reciprocal of the slope. Two things to happen here. So the slope of the line that I was initially given has a slope of 3, and if I want it to be perpendicular, the perpendicular slope is to take 3, flip it over, and let's see, the 3 was positive, take the opposite of the sign, which would be negative. If your initial slope had been negative, to take the opposite of that, it would have been positive. So my new line has a slope of -1/3, but I'm not sure where it's got to have a y-intercept at. I'm going to use the information, Sc.2, which has to be a solution to my new line. Y is 2, x is 6. Solving for my y-intercept, 1/3 of 6 and negative is -2. Moving the 2 to the other side to solve for b, looks like my y-intercept is 4. So my new line that is perpendicular to the initial has a slope of -1/3 and a y-intercept of 4. So let's go ahead and sketch these. First line, y-intercept, anchor of +2, start value +2, slope is 3, so I rise 3, run 1. Notice my slope is a positive going up. My second line I'll graph in green. Looks like the y-intercept is 4, and its slope is down 1 over 3. So this angle in which they intersect at is to be a 90-degree angle.